Good morning. We just broke camp. We're getting ready to leave our fantastic little spot, and we're headed up to Burns in Oregon to do a little shopping and pick a next destination as to how we're going to do it. The weather has not warmed up like we were hoping it would. We may find ourselves back in this area for another handful of days till the weather goes up. But we're gonna hit the library, get some shopping done, and more water. Yeah, that's our plan. Wow, look at that. A whole herd of antelope. Look at that, just chilling. Cool. Wow, look at this view.
Into the hill, and then there was a mesa that you could look out, and it was about it being too predictable. That's how that started.
A nice view.
Yeah, like 365, 24, 365 was my thought, you know?
Yeah.
And you could look at that, and you wanted some more adventure.
You could probably look at that 365/24 for 1 or 2, 3 years maybe, and then the seasons would be the same, and you start to think differently maybe.
Yours was the predictability of the days.
Yeah, so I started to go down the rabbit hole of what's predictable. Our minds, our emotions, our patterns. So you'd have a pattern to go out and get the mail, get water, get gas, get your food. The patterns would start to become predictable. You get hungry, you do this, you brush your teeth in the morning, you make your bed, you do blah, blah. So once the patterns emerge, then the predictability emerges. And so then how do you break that up? Well, you go somewhere. So traveling is a great way to break up predictability. Traveling, you can do that in your mind. You can do that in the library. You can do that like we're doing right now, traveling. You got to solve puzzles differently, read new languages, got to learn new stuff, got to deal with new directions, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, you can do that in the library also, though. You can do that in the internet. You can do that in a variety of ways. Change it up. Change up the predictability. But ultimately, meditation, focus, and leaving your body, going to your spirit, your soul, that's probably the ultimate library. The ultimate destination to break up predictability, but you can't get there unless you can figure out how to bypass the personality's hard-wired patterns. So that was our conversation, and we just kind of went backwards and reset it so that I could film it, because it seemed like it was a really good point. Because when we're traveling, we're looking at new stuff all the time, and we think, oh, we might want to come back, but we'd also like the surprise of going somewhere else. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic when you travel. What are your patterns? How much are you growing through the process? Because if you're not growing, you're stagnating. You only got 2 options.
So we live in the everyday, but we watch movies. We do have a routine, but we try to change it up. I mean, you want to have some feelings that it's not in the same run, but you're creating something. There's a lot more to explore in each day. Well, you got the nights too, you know. We watch movies, we read books, we bake, we come up with things to create.
Right, draw.
Yeah. So that changes up things in the everyday.
So in the end, our journey in van life is that, to break the patterns, change the personality, grow, expand, explore. Find out what we don't like, contest it, contradict it. If it's uncomfortable, why is it uncomfortable? If you don't like it, why don't you like it? Is that an old reaction from an old time, or is it a current one for a specific reason because it makes sense? Or is it a fear that's preventing you from? Gotta fucking analyze it, improvise, and overcome it. should not be living in a fearful life.